if you say you can, then don't let them say you can't. Shit ain't gonna be funny when you laughing to the bank. Hey, if you know you right, then don't let them say you ain't.
Welcome to Global Locals. We back in here again, man. We're in season 2. We got a new episode today on Global Local Don. Got Global Local Rell here, and then I'm gonna let him introduce himself and then give y'all a little background on our guest today.
Yeah, I go by the name of Global Local Rell. Y'all already know, man. We got a special guest in here today, man. We got a real deal professional photographer. You know what I'm saying? He have captured some of life's most vibrant moments in our culture. He very disciplined when it comes to business. He humble. He a true friend. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's solid, straight up. Fort Valley State alumni. He recently made the 40 under 40 at Fort Valley State in 2024. You know what I'm saying? He done photography for some of the greats like Oprah, Samuel L. Jackson, T.I., Jeezy, Monica. You know what I'm saying? He's also engaged to the beautiful R&B sensation, go by the name of Dondriel. You know what I'm saying? My dog really, he really like that, man, for real. So, hey, y'all give it up for my dog Riz.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Yeah,
sure.
man. Good to have you in here, man. You know. So we'll jump straight into it, man.
Okay.
Cordele, Georgia's on. You want to tell us a little bit about like where you grew up at and how you grew up?
I grew up down south, man. Georgia Red Clay, 229, Cordele, Georgia, watermelon capital of the world, man. A lot of people be surprised when I even say that part, but down south, man. Chris County Cougar for life, bro. And just humble beginnings, man. Watermelon field, the market type stuff with throwing watermelons and just
man. Let's talk a little bit
salt,
about
bro.
that, because you know people don't get that. You know, we probably never even just thought about taking the conversation there. But you said throwing watermelons, watermelon capital of the world. Like these people, we letting people know. You know, we come from this small town, but this is the culture.
Yeah.
That was embedded there, right? So you went to the watermelon field as a kid?
As a kid, bro. I can't remember the exact age, but I think it's definitely with middle school and high school. Middle school and high school.
Bring it up,
Middle school and high school vibes. And mom were raising 4 boys, and she was like, hey, you know, if y'all want the type of school clothes and shoes you want, you gotta go out there and get it. So she, you know, hooked us up with our uncles and older cats. So we just go to the watermelon, the field to pick the watermelons and just to load a semi truck and take that salt and follow that same semi truck and go to the market and unload it. Man, it was some of the hardest work I ever done, especially as a young adult, bro. Just out there in an assembly line with grown men throwing it. So it's like soon you turn to your left, another one coming. You can't drop it. So when you drop it, they deduct and pay from you. So you got like this clay on you itching, and some days you may have to go straight to like a sport practice afterwards, just to you know.
They're real humbling with them.
Man, what?
Yeah, you know, because I did a lot of that too.
We had to get them school clothes, bro.
Yeah,
have to.
You know what I'm saying?
So pretty much that says a lot about you growing up. That you know, we're from a small town, but you didn't have a lot of your parents wasn't just well off financially.
Yeah.
You had to, you know, put in the grind a little bit to get on your own. Did you grow up in a 1-parent, 2-parent household?
Mainly 1 parent, you know. But I had a stepdad, but it was mainly me and my mom, and my brother. But I had a stepdad that was here in our life here and there. But mainly mom, you know. Dad wasn't around just cause locked up and stuff when I was like 12 and. Never really had that core relationship with him. So mainly just my mom.
All right, so going to school, you class of 2002,
Yep.
classmate. You know, with your mom being there, I know you said you had you know, some of your brothers. What influenced your decision like to do what you do after high school?
Man,
because you ended up going to college.
I went to college. It was this thing in high school, bro. It was something called talent search. So it was they used to get it was a group of kids. It was in this thing called talent search, and they introduced us to college. So then one of the college visit with Fort Valley State.
Yeah, I went.
Yeah, I was like, Fort Valley State, what's this? But then when the time we went, it was like, you know, the black culture, HBCU. And, you know, you got the Greeks and stuff on out there, and then you just see that college culture and stuff like, damn, I want to go to college. You know. The dream was to play sports, but we all had the hoop dream and stuff. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to school and try to walk on and try to play sports. But I gotta get accepted. So I ended up getting accepted, and then went to Fort Valley State, bro, and then just built this community, and just fell in love with college.
You think that visit, just that one visit, what did it for you?
Yeah, I think that was it because growing up in Cordele, I only seen what was in front of me. You know, I never been exposed to like college life, and then we never had like older people, OGs, come back from college. Say, hey man, it's a world bigger than Cordele. Like, we never seen that world bigger than Cordele. Only thing we seen, you know, some like our peers like on the street doing, you know, stuff like that. But we never really seen like what we can take our dreams and aspirations.
Yeah.
We always seen like, okay, sports, but we never seen something bigger than that, like, you know, majoring in something, just like
nobody came and showed it to us.
Yeah, because we didn't know, you know, we only knew what our peers knew. It was like, hey, if your dad taught you something, your brother taught you something, like, yo, let's share it. But we never seen the bigger world until I went to college. I'm like, oh.
So when you graduated high school, you made the decision, I'm gonna go to Fort Valley State. Now you get to Fort Valley, right? Tell us, you know, for the younger people watching, people in high school going through that transition, what was it like, college life? How would you describe college life at the HBCU?
Man, it was
in Middle Georgia.
It was a lot more than I expected, bro. It was it was fun, hard, exciting, mind blowing, to the point like we're from a small town, so now you get introduced to like so much stuff from like the different type of females, like the culture. So you're like, dang, this is crazy.
A lot of parties.
A lot of parties, bro. And then realizing like it's so many people going through the same thing you're going through. Like, you know, like all y'all relatable because it's like this black HBCU culture. And it's like, man, this is dope. And you can get lost in the sauce and not really like do your work, you know. And that's how I was at first. I was like lost my sauce, bro. I came in that joker on like the dean list. I came in there with like Hope Scholarship, all the good grades, bro.
Yeah.
Lost all that because I was so lost in the sauce. Lost all that, bro. I lost all that, and I ended up to a point that I had like a 1.3 GPA, bro. Cause
well, see, I would never.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Cause like you think about it, this was like kind of like pre-social media, so nothing was like really exposed. So you keeping your feelings, you keeping stuff to yourself. So I almost flunked out to the point that getting different girls, different parties, like I do the work later, you know, type of stuff. And what made me like turn around, I didn't know that they were gonna send a letter home to my mom, like let her know that I'm on academic probation. So I got there, she got the letter, came home one weekend, she didn't even tell me about it. She's like, I opened this mail for you from Fort Valley, and I see that what is academic probation thing. I'm like, oh shoot, oh man, you know. So it's like telling me that I have a semester to get my act right, I'm gonna get kicked out of school.
For real.
And I was like, oh man, I can't get kicked out of school. I went to school with Hope, Pell, everything. College was paid for.
Yeah.
Bro, messed it up to the point that I had to take out loans and everything. But now like I can't get kicked out. I can't flunk out because now I'm gonna let my mom down, and I done wasted my time, money, and her money and stuff. Yeah. And I turn around, and then
what would you think your biggest challenge was, like in college? Just staying focused?
Staying focused, bro, and staying focused and doing the work. And as a young adult, focus on the wrong thing, bro. Worry about the females and like the party scene, and I really like focus on my schoolwork and like really like disciplining myself and staying focused. But yeah, man.
So when you say your GPA went down, like how did you know what I'm saying, get back? How would get back on track? Well,
just you know, like locking in with like different tutors and stuff, and just like locking in, man, because I knew I had to do it, you know, and just it's like, okay, I always take things like with like a athlete approach. I said, man, it's like the fourth quarter, you gotta lock in, bro. You gotta lock in, like you know when you can't get in the game, no one's just gonna put you in, put yourself in type thing. Yeah, and I just started locking in, and then I ended up changing my major to what they call it commercial design, but it's like graphic design with the arts and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I kind of like this, and I started locking in with that, and then that's when I started tapping into like the creative world.
Yeah, because when you, I know this a little ahead of the interview, but I wanted to say when you early on you did a photo shoot for us. You remember that?
I do.
And you had like, I know you were like, you were so far from being RIOUS at that time.
Was it one? It was one with y'all, or the one that I did with Swayze?
It was for Swayze, but you had I remember you had a sheet. The backdrop was a sheet. You know what I'm saying?
And Cordele,
yeah, you remember that? Yeah. So
I don't remember that. Okay.
At this time though, this was after college. You had done got, graduated and everything. You knew that you wanted to pursue the photography at that time, right?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't know how far I wanted to take it. And I didn't know where I didn't know.
Okay.
I just know like, I like photography, and people reaching out saying, hey, take my photos. Because it was foreign. Though not a lot of people wasn't really like taking photos like that, because we still new with social media. So a lot of people didn't really have access to like digital cameras and stuff. And I was like one of the ones that did. And I'm like, okay.
Stuck with it.
Yeah, cause and then we can't even just speed pad that. You know what I'm saying? Man, he did a photo shoot for Swayze, and none of us were nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, to the world. You know what I'm saying? None of us
crazy.
were nobody. You know what I mean? None of us were nobody. But it just shows greatness come from out the town. You know what I mean? But anyway,
staying consistent,
man. Slim, when did it hit you that like, hey, I'm taking pictures. This is something I can kind of get into, but I can kind of make a living doing it. When did you get serious about it?
My last year in college, bro. So the way I even got into photography was in college. My professor forced me into it, but I used to hate it. I was like, bro, I used to fight photography, right? So the way I even got into it, bro. So me and my homeboy in college named Dante Farley. At the time, we was like two of the top graphic designers in our class. So he was like, hey, for y'all senior project class, I want y'all to bring back the school yearbook. We was like, the school yearbook. So we had to design the yearbook from the cover to cover, and all the pages we had to design it. We were responsible for all of that. So we did all that, and then yearbook cover was a success. And then so he's like, okay, now I need y'all to like take pictures for the yearbook. So I'm like, take pictures. So he allowed us to borrow a camera from the mass communication department to take pictures for the yearbook. So my first time to actually taking photos, he put us on a charter bus, like a charter bus to Gina, Louisiana, and we had to cover this thing called the Gina 6 movement. So with that, that was like with these 6 black boys about to get trial for as an adult for fighting a white boy, whatever. So it was all the HBCU went down there to protest. I mean, everybody, bro.
What year it was?
This was 2007. 2007.
Yeah, I remember the Genesis.
2007. So now, I never been out of the state of Georgia. So you talking about get on this bus with the school and go down to Louisiana. I got that, bro. 50,000 plus black people and all black marching. Fist up. I'm like, what the freak? You know what I'm saying? Like, what in the world? So we walking down the street, bro. We seeing the Caucasian people hanging nooses on the trees and stuff. Like, we seen real life Black Panthers, bro. It was like all that type of stuff. So, but now I was telling my homeboys, hey, yo, we got to come back with photos. He told us to go down here and capture this moment. I said, I don't know what we're going to shoot. So I was telling myself, I'm gonna mimic and shoot and do what the news crew photography doing. It's like the angle they shooting and where they shooting at. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this because I don't know. Yeah. Went over there, start like copying, not really copying, but just get inspiration from like this different angles and stuff they shooting, doing all that, capturing the moment. And I knew that I had to kind of present something to the school. So I'm using my graphic design background to put a collage together of all the photos. So then now I got this collage together with the photos, now put them in black and white, putting filters on them before filter was a thing, and presented to my professor. He was like, man.
So y'all, hold on, I just want to get it clear. Y'all he wasn't sending y'all down there to go protest or be a part of the Genesis. Y'all went down there to capture moments from this.
Yeah, event. So it was like both protest but capture. So we went down there with Fort Valley State. So the other students going down and protest and stuff. So he was like, okay, I want y'all also like capture the life, like capture the moment. He was like, I don't know what that even mean. What am I capturing?
How was that, bro? Like, I mean, because I'm listening to you talk about it, right? But it seemed like it had to be just a hell of an experience.
Man, it was, bro, to the point that I didn't realize how amazing and dope the experience was until I got back to school and back home to like really soak into it and like reminisce, like, dang. I'm low-key part of history, and I got to capture something historic, and I'm in this moment of real-life marching and Black Panthers and stuff. And I feel like that what gave me a spark, like, dang, I kind of like this photography thing, because the reaction that my professor gave me when I showed him the photo, he was like, "Man, this is amazing." I'm like, "What? For real?"
He liked it.
Yeah, he loved it. So now he took me to the dean of college arts and sciences. So I had showed it to her. She was blown away. So not realizing your gift at the time, you was like, "Wait, you like this?"
Yeah.
So then next thing you know, he's like, "Hey, Slim, I want you to go to all the classroom and document students doing work in school for the yearbook. I want you to go to all the football games, all the basketball game. I want you to capture the Greek step show. I want you to do this." So I'm on campus with a camera, so it's not many students on campus with a camera.
Yeah.
So now people are like, "Oh, you the school photographer?"
Yeah.
But school had one. It was an older guy.
Yeah.
But so
But
people
you
like,
done turned into it.
I done turned into one without even trying to be one. So now I became popular with the camera. But I'm like, yeah. So now I don't even got cooler with like some of the top athletes because they know I'm gonna be at the games. They
want
get
their
it.
pictures.
You want to get a picture.
You slowly becoming in the own. So
Yeah. So now it's like, oh damn, you got the camera. So then girls start asking me, "Hey, I want to update my MySpace page. How much you charge?" So I'm like, "Charge? Oh, wait, I can make money off this?" So I was like, "Oh snap!" Figuring all that out, trying to see how to charge it for like MySpace pictures, Modern Mayhem pictures, and bro, I just stuck with it.
This whole time now, this like pre-social media.
Pre-social media, bro.
Yeah.
Only thing we had out was like Facebook, and I think Facebook was only available for if you was in school. You had to have a school email address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was that. And
That was the first time you made money with the camera?
first time I made money on camera when girls started asking me, "Hey, how much you would charge me for a picture for MySpace or Modern Mayhem?" And that was that.
So what was you how long you had been in college at this point?
It was my senior year, bro.
Okay,
so I was supposed to graduate in 2006, but I ended up graduating a semester later in 2007 because like the grades and stuff at the time. So I had to catch up, but it was
You
a
did
blessing.
pretty good, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You
man.
know that?
Yeah,
I
real
ended
good,
up
bro.
graduating with a 3-something.
Want to tell you why I say
Yeah,
that?
real good,
I
man.
went in the state, right? I went 10 years.
For real.
It took me 10 years to get that 4-year degree.
Yeah, you had a lot of other shit going on.
Yeah,
so you know how that
Nah,
goes.
I said that because
Yeah.
I was different then. I was an adult. I already had, a wife and kid, family, so I'm taking classes along the way. But though I just, for you to still get it, like how you would talk about being on academic probation and still on to graduate 1 or 2 semesters late, because I saw these college students and what they actually doing with their loan money and with with their parents' money, and a lot of them just going through the motion, man. So that you did good to be able to bounce back and still graduate. You know what I mean?
And then the fact that it just hit me just then while I was talking. I'm like, dang, maybe that delay for a semester, that's what really got me into photography.
Got your path,
It got me my path because if I graduated in 2006, well, I was supposed to,
you would have missed it.
I wouldn't have had the time to get introduced properly to photography and had those different moments to capture. So it's like sometimes we think like you can deny something, but it's maybe just like a small delay of the right path like God may want you to be on.
Sometimes rejection disguises itself as projection. So sometimes you think you're getting rejected one opportunity, but it's projecting you towards another.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? Right. So you never know how God works. You never know how the universe works. That's why that saying, what is for you is always for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
hey, Slim, I want to ask you about so when you was at Fort Valley State when you finished, what I know you said you already knew what you were gonna become or whatever at that time. How you get to Atlanta?
So at first I wasn't gonna come to Atlanta, bro, because like after I graduated from college, no lie, when I walked across the stage, my professor shook my hand and said, "You got a job next semester." I'm like, "What? You got a job teaching graphics and stuff because you already proved yourself the whole year." So I ended up teaching at Fort Valley, bro.
For real?
Wow.
Man,
Bro,
I ain't know
man,
that was new to me.
Me and my homeboy Dante, same, but still my guy to this day. We end up teaching like the beginning class of graphic design and stuff. And
how old you at this time? So you still fairly like 20, 22, 23?
well, yeah, probably like 21 maybe, cause 21, 22. Yeah. So we end up having to teach at a summer camp before the semester started. He said, "Okay, I want y'all do this camp to like introduce y'all into the teaching world type thing." So the camp started, right, bro? And the day of the camp, he came to me and he said, Slim, I got some good news and bad news for you. So we looking like, what? I'm like, what? And he's like, which one? You know how? Which one you want first? I was like, man, just tell me. He said, well, the good news you'll still be teaching, right? I'm like, okay. And I said, he said, what's the bad news? And I'm like, well, you won't be doing graphic, but I need you to teach photography for the summer. I'm like, what? Yeah. So now I'm like, I'm new to photography. I don't know nothing about photography for real, but stuff that I taught myself. Yeah. So now I had to teach this summer camp for middle school and high school kids. I had to teach them photography. And then the camp started in like 4 hours. You telling me the day of, like, to teach photography.
I already know, bro.
I'm like, yo, like, mine going crazy, panicking, bro. Like, I'm like, I said, you know what? I'm finna just finesse this and, like, you know, chest move and just make it do what it do. And then I end up
weaning through it.
I end up having 9 students for the camp.
How long you last?
I think it was like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So, you know, they come in and say, hey, what type of picture we taking? So me winging it, like, yo, my approach a little differently. I don't want to block y'all creativity. So we just going to go out here and capture whatever y'all see. Not even knowing what I'm just standing there trying to figure out where I want to spot. Yeah. So, like, okay, the first day we can't touch the camera until we know the photography turn. I did that so I can learn them. I said we can go through these turns and learn about photography the proper way, just so I can learn at the same time.
Teaching yourself as you teach
at myself, bro. And then I end up, so we had to present an art show at the end of camp. So I end up, while they were shooting, I end up capturing like shots of them, all their different points of views, because I knew I wanted to design an art show poster to present to the parents, because we had to show the parents at the end of camp what the students did. So I ended up designing a poster that said 9 points of views, and all of them had a different way how they shot with photography. So I did that, and I taught them how to design logo, come up with a photography business name to be able to watermark their photos, and taught them how to print their photos and frame them so we can have an art show. So art show was a success, and all the parents gave me like a standing ovation. It's like, hey, how long have you been doing photography? How long have you been teaching it?
They didn't know.
And I told them, I said, man, soon as the camp started, that's when I started. And it was like, yo, we feel like you got to give, like you. Yeah. And then now fast forward, teaching, and I was engaged at the time. So the girl I was talking to, she moved to Atlanta. So then now it's like, okay, now are you gonna stay down here in Fort Valley, or are you gonna come to Atlanta and build what we supposed to be building? Hard decision, bro. Like I just left everything. I quit the school. I also working at Centerville at the Galleria Mall, working at Sears. I quit all that to come to Atlanta and pursue love. Mom cussed me out, saying I'm crazy, all that, saying you chasing this girl. But I moved to Atlanta without a plan, bro. Didn't know what I was gonna do. And I got here, then a lot of people say, hey man, you still do photography? They would hit me on my Facebook. I'm like, oh shoot, yeah. So then I got introduced to like the club style photography, like doing the club stuff. And
you didn't have no camera. Did you have a camera at the time? Like
no, I didn't. My
college, you didn't buy one?
No, because I didn't have the money for real, you know. And then I didn't know what it took. I didn't really know what it took to buy one. But for Christmas, my ex bought me a camera, and then I was like, oh shoot, okay, she believed my dreams, you know, type thing. Then.
All right. And it started to grow from there.
Started growing from there.
So you in the city, all right. You whole time, of course, airport, working there. Okay. So I want to ask you, how your transition though? I know you had to stay down. I know you had a lot of nights where you just, you know, probably didn't know if you weren't ready to leave that job to pursue your dreams. How you make that transition?
The transition kind of happened when me and my ex broke up. Cause so when we broke up, she kicked me out, right? So now I'm not even from Atlanta, so I don't have nowhere to go. So now I'm living at my car. A lot of people didn't know this. I was living at my car for like 2 weeks, bro. I mean, like for real, living at my car, going to the club at night, taking photos, going to LA Fitness just to shower. You know what I'm saying? Going to Starbucks to have a lab, a studio to edit. So I'm doing this like 2 weeks. I mean, crying in the car, like, yo, God. I just graduated with honors. I could have been working at the college. Like, why am I going through this? So I 2 weeks passed by, and I ended up somehow finding our apartment complex off Campbellton Road in the hood. To me, it looked like home. But everybody was like, bro, why did you stay off Campbellton Road? That's the hood. I'm like, bro, this look like a project, like where I grew up from, you know.
It looked like Cordele.
Yeah. So I went with what close to look like home. So I ended up going to the lady of the complex, telling her my story, and she started crying. So I got a son your age. You know what, baby? I'm going to waive the first 2 months for free.
For real.
And let you move in, but you got to show me a pay stub. So this how I got into the airport. So my homeboy, he worked in the airport, said, "Yo, bro, I work at the airport. I can try to get you on, but it will take a minute." So I took his pay stub. Photoshopped it like it was mine and presented to her, praying that I'm gonna get this job, but just to show her like, yo, I got a job. No, this. She let me move in.
You're trying to get the apartment.
Man,
Get your foot in the door.
She let me move in, and I turned my apartment to a studio. I'm like, oh, like the same sheet on the wall type thing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna grind off. I'm gonna grind on this, and I'm gonna pray I get the airport job. And I get that. I'm gonna grind both of them. So I was doing both of them, and it took me 10 years, bro. Crazy. It took me 10 years to finally walk away from my job. And I was like, photography started picking up to the point that I'm always thinking about this passion, this dream. So now this job is getting in the way, because I got to turn down clients that I want.
Yeah, let's stop right there for a minute. So now you're working at the airport.
Yeah.
You got a job with your homeboy at the airport.
Yep.
You've been here 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, 8 years. So at this point in time, the job at the airport is pretty much your stability.
Yep.
It's like you're guaranteed this is what gonna pay my bills and make sure that I'm all right. How did you know it was time to leave your guaranteed stable amount of income to pursue your hustle?
Man, I just thought I always used to get this burning desire that I'm like, okay, if I'm sleeping, if I'm going to sleep dreaming about this, thinking about this, at the work thinking about this, like, God, I know you're not just putting these thoughts in my head, giving me this thought of my passion, just let it sit here. So, man, I just felt like, okay, God,
it wasn't your passion at first, though.
It wasn't, you know. I didn't think it was, you know. And then, and I started to realize, like, okay, what comes so natural to me? I was like, okay, creating and taking photos comes so natural. It don't seem like work. So I like, okay, this must be my passion, because this all I'm thinking about and dreaming about. Man, I quit the airport twice. So the first time I quit after my 5th year mark, and when 5 years came, I got into it with the manager. I was like, you know what, man, F this, man, I'm leaving. I'm quitting photography without a plan. Got there like a week or two after I quit. I'm like, oh wait, I don't got no clients. I'm tripping. I'm thinking just because I got a camera, I'm just get client. So, bro, I had to humble myself and go and ask for my job back.
For real.
Dang.
Man, when I tell you, like,
That's a humbling experience right there, huh?
yes, but the other manager, me, he was so cool and tight. So I left and quit. I was a supervisor. So when I just randomly hit him up, man, just had a man-to-man talk with him. He said, man, we haven't really replaced you yet, and you were like one of our best supervisors. You can come back if you want to. If you for real, I can't.
You want to hear that though?
I did want to hear it. You know, I went back. I was like, so people was like, bro, how did you get your job back? You just left. I'm like, man, God grace, bro.
Yeah.
Came back as a supervisor, and I told God, I said, man, I don't know why the number 5 keeps standing in my head, but I'm gonna put a 5-year plan. After 5 years, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. So then coming to find out, like, number 5 is like my earth path number, and then it represents change and stuff. So I'm like, okay. So, but then that 5th year came quick. I'm like, oh wait, I ain't ready yet. So then he was like, nah, you said so.
5.
Yeah.
So then I put that 2 weeks notice in, bro, and like, hey, I'm about to retire. And it was like, you retire? You not even old enough to retire. And I'm like, now I'm about to retire from 9 to 5, and I'm finna
chase it.
I'm finna chase it. So I ended up chasing it. Still scared. Still didn't have no clients lined up, bro. Still didn't have like no guaranteed clients lined up. But my name and brand started making a buzz in the city, so people would hit me up slowly but surely. So the week after I left my job, the second time, someone hit me up and said, hey man, we need you to cover this event with Oprah. I'm like, oh snap. If I was working my 9 to 5, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do this. So then stuff started building up. Then they know I had an opportunity to like shoot for Jermaine Dupri. So it was like stuff just started slowly coming in.
Okay, let Paul right there, Slim. I want to ask you there. All right, now, when you going when you transition, you know, you saying you don't know if you finna jump out there full-fledged or whatever. Cause we be big on parenthood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we always want to show people that parents matter and parents, you know what I'm saying? What kind of, if I know you got a praying mom, what kind of advice mom do getting you in the middle of this when you finna quit your job?
She just always tell me, like, you know, just make sure, like, you know, you grown, I trust you, just like, you know, stay prayed up and make sure. And a lot of times I used to be scared to tell her, so I don't tell them. So after I made that move, so now it's like you can't talk me out of it.
Yeah,
I was home in Cordele, bro, and I told her, I said, Mom, you know, I'm finna quit. Like I'm leaving. Like I already put my 2 weeks notice in to the point like you can't talk me out of it because I already done did it. But she always just tell me every day that how she pray over me, you know, me and my brothers. And I'm like, okay, I gotta have a prayer warrior in my corner because some of the stuff, man, I don't got through.
You don't know how we're going.
Man, like I almost to the point that, bro, I almost even attempt suicide to the point at one point. Like nobody never knew this.
Yeah.
Even my mom didn't know this. To one time I told my story and she heard it. She was like, "When was this?" I'm like, the whole time I was like homeless and stuff. Like, and I was just like, okay, I knew I had a prayer warrior over me because
and prayer work, man, for real. Yeah. So that's pretty much what I wanted to.
So now you're in Atlanta. You don't. It come to the time for you to leave the airport again.
Right.
And now, end of your 5-year plan, you left.
I left.
You left. And you had clients at that time when you left the second time?
Not for real, but I just had different people that like that promote or publicists and stuff that like putting together events and stuff that need photographers. And I was like one of the ones that they used to reach out to. So it's just
you pretty much like gig to gig type thing.
Yeah.
But you were connected with some people that really was able to
kind of
help you with play. Yeah, get in.
So what really gave you like what put the gasoline on your career? Cause then you know, so really tell you know we down here, you know, we down in Cordele, you know, we doing our thing. Like he say, you came down and did a shoot for us one time. Then a couple years later,
we came to his studio. We came to his studio.
Cause the one with Sway, the first one. You came to Cordele, right? Yeah. I remember that one. I remember slightly, but I remember
Slim did the cover for the mixtape for the jump shoot, the only mixtape I ever did.
Yeah, but hold on, what I'm getting at is this. The whole point, what I'm trying to say, he came down and did the one for Swayze. But by the time we came up to do the one for the jump shoot,
he was a whole nother person.
That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah. When he came, then that was like early on in the beginning. Then we came back. Dog got his own setup.
Yeah, we look
everything.
Ain't
no more sheets on the backdrop.
This ain't Slim taking pictures. Now this is real. This is a brand. This is a business. You know what I mean? When we pulled up. We knew that, hey, man, something has been transpiring along this way. You know what I mean? This has become serious. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was during that shoot, you was telling me then about you leaving the airport and whatnot. Then, like, you know, I had to step out on a leap of faith, man. And
that's probably the first time I did it. Yeah,
bro, this probably like... This was over 10 years ago. They probably
that was before
15 years.
Slim, that was before the 5-year plan.
Yeah, right. No, it was. I think that was like the first time.
That was the first time.
The first 5 years with them. Yeah.
So all right. So we right here.
15 years ago, we're 2010 now.
Yeah. Yeah. So
20, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So the brand. So people out there know. I know a lot of people. You know, a lot of people know. RIOUS. That's the last 5 letters of your name. What made you go with that?
Man, you know what's crazy? My same homeboy Dante, that graphics, like he's dope with the graphics. And I was going by another name at first. And me and him was at work at the Galleria Mall in Warner Robins at Sears, working together. Like we always did so much dope stuff together, working together. I said, bro, I gotta come up with a different name, you know, like that, something that's catchy. And he just threw out that being funny. Said, man, just use the 5 letters of your first name, Dimitri, and you go by RIOUS. I'm like, whatever. So I sat with that probably like some years, bro. And then when I came to Atlanta, and then I was going through that dark part of my life of like the suicidal thoughts and all that type of stuff. And I was like, man, I gotta rebrand myself, reintroduce myself. Because at the point, bro, it was so dark that I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror, right? So I had someone to design this logo for me, off the strength. And then I was like, okay, this to me, this logo represent that mirror I couldn't look at. So like if you look at it, the logo, my head looking down. So it's like to the point that I couldn't face myself in the mirror. So I want this logo to always be a reminder of that point that I passed by, and then I would be a way how I came out that spot, dark spot, and reintroduced myself to the world, overcame this. So this logo, it represents more than just my name. It's like, man, the struggles and stuff you came through, man. Just don't never forget that. Like you actually rebranded yourself and came up with a whole new name and making people call you this name. Like people in Atlanta don't even know Slim.
When I first heard like it's real, man. Man, that's Slim, man. Y'all talking about.
So now to the point, like people like, no, I respect it. Like, you know, because like you start building it, and like how they tell you build it, they'll come.
Name some of the bigger. I mean, Rell ran them down through the intro, but I want to slow it down and get the people to like really be able to recognize that, you know, you really more of a celebrity photographer, not just, you know, somebody who just pick up with our homeboy who we got on here. You know what I'm saying? But talk to the people and tell us about some of your more prestigious clients that you don't work with, and then some of your most memorable experiences with them.
And crazy thing about it, bro, it's like
you said Oprah, man. Who don't been around Oprah?
I know. It's
you know what I'm saying?
And it's the thing, like I don't never use the term like celebrity photographer, but I know I do it. You know, it's like I just let the people say it, and instead of me like, okay, man, I'm this.
Yes, it's kind of the norm for you now.
You know, it's like I feel like if you say it, it's nothing wrong with bragging, but it's like, I mean, I let y'all say it, but as far as like the people I came across and shot and stuff, man, being blessed to be able to capture people like Young Jeezy, Samuel L. Jackson, cover this event with Oprah, Jermaine Dupri, Chrisette Michelle, Carrie Hilson, my fiance Dundria, you know, man, a lot of dope Tyler Perry actors and actresses, bro. Darnell Jones, like Q Parker for 112, RL.
Clientele real.
Man, you feel me, Don P?
You crazy.
It's so many to the point that, not saying so many like a bragging way, so many to the point like, dang, it happens. It comes sometimes we don't have time. We don't really take the time to really sit in that moment and realize like, dang, I actually shot this person, or I used to watch this person on TV or hear him on radio. Now I'm in my studio taking a selfie with him or on a video with him and dapping them up. Like, damn, this junk still so surreal to me. But not to the point that I get starstruck, but to the point like, dang, this is dope.
What? Not to cut you out, bro. What was it? The experience like with the T.I. with the album cover?
Oh, see that's man with the T.I. album cover, bro. I leaned up with my homeboy named D.L. Warfield.
You shot the picture for Tip album cover?
For the T.I. for the Libra.
The Libra album.
That's your work.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I say, this nigga out of here, he gone. I was happy. I was rooting for you though, bro.
Man,
real talk.
I feel like it's like the connection and like the proximity. So, good friend of mine named D.L. Warfield, he's the graphic designer for it. So he's the one that designed T.I. I'm Serious first ever album cover.
Oh, for real?
Which is crazy, right? Because that, I even told Tip this story. That goes back to undergrad. Because one of our project was to redesign your favorite album cover of all time. And it was I'm Serious. I said, yo, I redesigned this I'm Serious album cover because you were my
way
dope.
Back then.
You was like my favorite artist in college.
Dog.
Like now, fast forward a decade or so later, you in my studio while I'm shooting for your new album cover, for your new album.
You kicking it with him. That hard.
Kicking with him. So,
that hard.
So I captured the photos and stuff, and D.L. Warfield, he came up with the concept of how to put the album together. So then next thing you know, bro, now it's on a billboard in Times Square, which blew my mind. And I didn't even know that it made it Times Square until one of the models in the photo put on her Instagram story. I was like, hey, yo, wait, that's the photo we did?
Something you created.
Like, wait, hold on, do it. I said, FaceTime me, let me see it. She FaceTime me. bro, I got on a flight, the next flight to go to New York.
You had to go see it.
I quit. I'm already quit the airport, but I had like one buddy pass left in my bank. I'm like, damn, let's go out again. So I had one pass left, and I used that pass to go to New York to see this album cover in person, just cause I'm like, dang, my work made it to New York Times Square before I did. Now I need to go see this and just to bask in this moment. To like, celebrate. Sometimes we don't take time to celebrate our wins. Like, no, I'm just go and just sit here and just
chill
and celebrate this win. And it's like, yo, wow, from Cordele, Georgia
to New York Times Square.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So, hey, man, we just had
from the watermelon field to the billboard.
For real. So we just had another guest in here earlier. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say who it is, but we had another guest in here, and he was telling us about. He happened to see Megan Good. So I want to ask you, what one time you probably was starstruck when you seen a celebrity? Where you was like, dang, boy, man, you know what I'm saying?
Man, like I was more starstruck in like my head, right? When I like came across like Carrie Hilson for the first time, and I came across her in the gym working out.
For real.
And I'm like, oh shoot, that's Carrie Hilson.
Yeah.
But you keep it cool because like now at this point I'm like used to seeing some of them, been around different celebrity. But man, been a few times, bro, that I was just like, dang. Like I always kept it cool, like far as like facial expressions and stuff. But in my head, I'm like, oh my god, I'm around such and such. Oh dude, I was even like that when I was around Jeezy, bro. I'm like, damn, I used to listen to Thug Motivation. Like this is Young Jeezy.
Nah, you in here.
But
okay.
that moment, like, yo, so what, big homie? But in my head, I'm like, damn, this Young Jeezy. Yo, like it's crazy.
Major.
Like.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself doing this like for the rest of your life? You think this song you're gonna be embedded in, or do you see a point to where one day you're gonna walk away from it?
I feel like I'll still be tied within the creative space somehow. May not be shooting for the rest of my life. It may be more of like I don't know, production, or directing or something. Like movies role. Directing movies or something or. Owning multiple studios, like running them, but I feel like I feel like I still definitely want to be within the art field because it's like that passion, bro. Like I just love it, man. The creating, and it gives me that ability to like release and escape from so much that's going on.
What advice would you give to a younger you or somebody in let's say maybe high school who may be thinking about going down a career path involving art, or just because it's hard for a lot of us to be able to see. It would have been hard for someone to paint a picture of me or, hey man, how can I support a family by taking pictures with the camera?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How can I take care of myself? But that's you chasing your dream, pursuing your passion, and then it start turning into the paper. You know what I'm saying? So what advice would you give somebody who probably going through some of the same type of struggles or just not knowing how they gonna turn their dream and passion into some income?
I would say that is like just continue to like do the work, bro. Even when you scared, like still do the work. Chase your dreams. Like if you're a creative, if you don't create and put it out there, nobody will never see it. Don't overanalyze it, overthink it. Just like continue to do the work and just like put in those 40,000 an hour and just continue to grind, man. And don't overthink stuff and believe in yourself first, and do it for you first. Like don't always try to do it thinking that hoping someone might like it. Like you be a fan of your own dream and passion first, and just continue doing it and stay consistent. Like. Do something towards your passion, your dream every day. I don't care if it's 30 minutes to an hour, like something towards it. After a while, you chipping down. You slowly sharpen your iron if you continue to do something slowly over and over and over.
That is the grind.
Like just like think about it, athletes. We didn't see how many times Kobe was in the gym by himself shooting free throws, but we just saw the game times, like just like show up and work when nobody's watching. Don't always just feel like someone's like feel like something always got to be documented or that camera got to always be on you before you do the work. Like just continue doing the work.
Yeah.
And staying prayed up.
Yeah.
I want to switch. Oh, you go ahead.
No, I mean, I just want to tap in with the entertainment industry. I want to ask you a question like about the black celebrities in the industry right now. Do you think the black man is under attack in the entertainment business right now? I mean, I know it's kind of
it's hard to say, but I feel like the different type like pictures that get painted for, I feel like, for the black man, you know, and the stereotypes for, you know, we ain't no good or this, that, or the different role they try to make us play. Mm-hmm. It can seem like we're gonna attack, but
when I say that now, I mean the current case with Fat Joe right now, what we seen Puff Daddy got going on, your R. Kelly's, I'm talking about situations like that. Like you see how they like Shannon Sharp, you know what I'm saying? They putting all these cases on successful black men. So that's what what I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it'll definitely have you your wheels turn and have you think like, damn, why it's like once our kind get to that high level, it's like stuff come up, man. And it's history shows it, you know, and like what is it? And it will make you think that we are on attack.
Yeah, my take on that is I think that us as black men, this is just me now. You know, I haven't made it to that, you know, that celebrity status, A-list celebrity status, but I think that if a black man, you know, get all these riches and be wealthy, and you go in the game with one woman, you know what I'm saying? Your LeBron James, your Magic Johnson, you know what I'm saying? You go in there with one woman and you stick to the script. You know what I'm saying? The worst case scenario in that situation is, you know, she can try to take you for a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have all these different.
Oh yeah.
That's just my take on it. So you see all the ones that have, you know, multiple. You know what I'm saying? That's when I think that they put themselves out there and open the door for all the craziness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
you have to be looking for it too. I think a lot of people just come with their success. They don't think that, hey, because I'm successful, these type of things I'm gonna be under attack from these type of ways. Yeah. So I already got to start defending myself from this before it even comes. Just because I know it's a strong possibility at some point in time it's gonna come.
Yeah, but like they always told us, like the old folks say, hey man, you got to get somewhere and sit your butt down. Right. You know what I'm saying? And
then also probably like man, it's like I feel like when you probably get that certain level of success, man, you just got that access. You got unlimited access,
everything
and
coming at you.
You feel like you probably untouchable, and then you got unlimited access. And if you're not used to knowing how to control it, I feel like that can
power,
man, that
authority,
that power. But then you have some people like you say, maybe like LeBron have the asset and power, but hey, this my lane,
able
like,
to control
listen,
it.
Hey,
yeah.
This one woman, this that, you don't have nothing about me in any type of blog news, like.
Hey, so now I want to bleed over into the adult world a little bit, right? Kind of get in your personal business a little bit, and whatever I ask you, if you don't feel comfortable answering, you know what I mean, just pass on it, right? But you know, I've been married 20 plus years, right? And then it's something that So I see you and your lady, right? Publicly a lot, right? Doing, you know, different events y'all attend. From the outside looking in, it's like y'all have a beautiful relationship, right? So what advice would you give to anybody out here, man, young black man and young black woman out here in the dating world, in the dating scene? What advice would you give them? Just anybody date and you looking to kind of find your person, because you know, God willing, everything go out good. But it seems, you know, that both of y'all done kind of found each other. You know what I'm saying? It seems like y'all have that type of relationship to where, like, you know, I found my person. Yeah. I see y'all working out together, doing different type of things together that a lot of people who together may not even do. So it seems to me that y'all are mature in y'all relationship. And then y'all kind of have a clear understanding. So what advice would you give, man, to a single young black man looking to find that one, and the same thing to a woman? What advice would you give them?
I would say, I'm not an expert guru, but I would say definitely like work on yourself first. Like, you know, like whatever whatever you got going on, I would say work on yourself first, because like once you heal first, and I feel like you can show love and display that love even more, because like, you know, two broken people can't really build nothing. So to me, I'm glad I was able to like heal myself, a lot of stuff within myself first, and fix me first before I found her. And then once you find someone or you start dating someone, I would say definitely build like that friendship first. Like build that, because like with that friendship, and it build that strong foundation. Cause I mean, y'all married and stuff, and probably can contest to this. Like sometimes that love may fade a little bit. Not saying, you know, I don't love you, but you know, y'all might argue and fight, or it just might not seeing good terms. But if you got that friendship, that always there. You can come back to that. Like, okay, we friends, man. Like, what? It's easy to be able to talk out stuff because y'all friends. So you got that strong foundation, and no one can really come in and like rock the boat too much, because like, man, you know what we built. We got this solid, and then we
got to understand it.
Got this understanding, and then as we grow, of course we're gonna grow into different people, but hopefully we grow in the same direction.
How do you handle an argument with your girl?
Man, it may sound crazy, bro. We don't really have arguments, right? You know, we
disagreement.
It may be me. It's a lot of times it be me getting mad, so I had to check myself, you know, and be the bigger man about it. Like, you know, babe, I'm sorry, and apologize. Sometimes I would have to apologize because I'm like, okay, I was tripping, but a lot of times be like the man ego that can like get in the way. But if we have like disagreement, sometimes I may like walk away for a second just to cool my head, because you know I don't want to say something that's gonna regret in the moment. So we may come back together and just like talk it out. Like, hey man, hey, I didn't like when you did that. Like, this made me mad. Like, I may say it and she'll say the same thing. Say the same thing.
Communication.
Like, I didn't like that. Like, next time this happened, can we try to do it this way? I know we may not remember everything, but like, this, that, you know, because.
What you think the key? You think that's the key? What's the key to y'all relationship? What's the glue?
The key to our personal relationship is communicating, and just really that friend foundation, and then knowing at the end of the day, like, I got your back, like I got your back. You know, if nobody else have your back, I got your back. Like, you can come here, and this is the space I provide for you. This is your safe space. Like, and she provided a safe space for me, to the point that before her, I never opened up as a man, bro. Like, I never cried. I never like talked about my feelings. But now you provide this safe space and let me know, hey, I want to hear about your feelings and how you feel. Like, let's talk about this. I'm like, I don't want to talk about that, but like, no, let's talk about it. So now it's like, okay.
So you would say both of y'all being each other's support system is what? What is key? Okay.
Open communication.
Support system, open communication. Then at the end of the day, no matter what outside world going on, and when we come back home, we know we gotta have each other back.
Okay.
Like, at the end of the day, like, if.
So I know I want to know this. I'm nosy. I'm quite sure the world want to know it too. So how did you and Dondria meet though?
In the gym working out, bro.
For real.
I end up. She was in the gym years before me, so one of my clients / homeboys, Kenny Burns, brought me into his gym and introduced me to his trainer, and ended up being Dondria, same trainer. Okay. And then I've been locking in with my trainer, Mr. Shut Up and Train, Ray Grayson. And then he used to pair me and Dondria up with working out. Like, hey, you know, y'all come at the same time. Both of y'all do this, both do that. So that's how. You
might not cut y'all. You my partner now. I know you now. What you saying when you working out with yourself? What you saying, Slim?
No, because like
the nice squats right now,
man. Because the gym we working out in, it was like so many like dope people in there. So then when we started pairing us together, I was like, oh no, this is old girl from YouTube. Like, dang, that's crazy. I'm like, I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, cause she slick famous too. Like you know what I'm saying.
So I'm like, oh shoot, this is I remember that song. You're the one. Like, wow. So you know. I'm just keeping it cool, man. I ain't trying to be doing the most acting thirsty, because like I didn't want to have that bad rep as a photographer. Like, okay, you the one trying to
so I gotta stay professional. So
I'm keeping it cool the whole time, like friendship, this, that. At the time she had somebody, so I was like, okay, we just cool. I never got your number, all that. So we just like rocking out, being friends and gym mates for like 2+ years, bro. And then, like 2020, I believe, like right before the pandemic, or the pandemic happened, something happened, and I just asked out one day, let's go grab an acai bowl. And then next thing you know, that's when we start communicating. Now that's when I found out she was single. I was like, oh wait, okay,
Yeah.
okay, we
then.
rocking, we locking in, and then ever since then we just been.
Man, I was just about to start back going to Destiny Fitness and get my work. But man, I don't want no dungeon to walk up on me. I don't want to meet.
Hey, man,
my wife wasn't like I meet. No, I'm just joking, man. I'm just
shouts out to Dundra, man. I've been a fan since day one. So when I seen, I was like, okay, then that's what's up, man. She a dope artist for real.
Crazy.
So.
Yeah, crazy. Man. Just so the people can know. Like I know you say you don't really like to call yourself a celebrity photographer, but you're a professional photographer. You do, I guess, like photo shoots. Do you pull up and shoot people?
Yes. I have a studio, and also like I do like.
You got a studio in?
I have a studio. It's in Marietta, Georgia.
Okay.
Not too far from the Braves Stadium.
Okay.
So like I do professional photo shoot at the studio. I also do location shoots. So we need to go to a certain location or.
You do like weddings?
I will, but I don't really do too much wedding because it can be a lot. But as far as like I can help you build your brand from the ground up with the photos. I can product photography artists, professional headshot from real estate agents. Anything that need professional photography, I could do it for you. Only thing I stay away from now is really like newborn babies and weddings and here and there, but anything else that need to be captured, I could do it, or somebody on my team could do it.
How would somebody get in contact with you? Like,
you can follow me on Instagram at RIOUS Shot Me. That's RIOUSSHOTME. And my Instagram and then my website is the same thing, RIOUSShotMe.com.
Okay.
Real shot me.
Yeah, man, for real. Hey, you hard,
anything else you just want to plug the people in? Anything you want to know about you?
Just that it's only going up from here, And
you take some of the best pictures in the world. They don't know that.
Hey, listen,
I mean some of the best.
A1.
Like humbly speaking, I am one of them ones.
Oh yeah, man, for sure.
Humbly speaking, I am. I am one. Maybe some of your favorite photographer.
Okay,
so
and pop it.
And just stay tapped in because it's gonna only continue to grow from here. And also, my fiance just dropped a new single. Close to I've been. Okay. And she's dropping another new single next month, and we're going on tour.
Okay. All right, where we can find the music at?
You can go to
all digital streaming platforms.
Yep, all digital streaming platforms. You can type in her name, Dondria, D-O-N.
And what's the name of it again?
Closest I've Been.
Closest I've Been by Dondria.
Yep.
Out right now on our platform.
Yes, sir.
Y'all go and support
we got the show in Atlanta. You know the date on the show for Atlanta?
Her Atlanta show is November the 17th, and that's at City Winery.
And I got to get my tickets too. I know you sent it to me already, but I got to get my tickets.
And then you can go to her website, Dondria.com, for like all the information, tour dates and when she dropping more stuff, and just stay tapped in with us, man, and with me, and
for sure.
Yeah, man.
So
and this is my first podcast, and I had to do it with home team.
That's hard, dog. You hard. Salute,
man. Local.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you for coming through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Before we get out of here, man, I want to hit you with some random Q&As, man. You down for it? All right, let's do it. All right, we're going to go best scorer, Kobe Bryant or Kevin Durant. Since you was a basketball, you know what I'm saying, man.
Score, shoot. I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan, bro. It's that mentality, man. I would say I would have to go with Kobe.
Okay. Rod Wave or Drake?
Overall, I would say Drake, but for like that motivation, like I need to listen to something to ride to. I would go Rod Wave.
Rod Wave. Okay. Let's go with a nerd then. T.I. Jeezy.
Ooh.
I put you in that blicker then.
T.I. and Jeezy.
Yeah.
This one always be controversial, right?
It's hard because I was so big on that I'm serious. I was so big on that. I was so big on I'm serious, but then Thug Motivation got me through college. If I had to pick one, man, if I had to pick one, I would say Young Jeezy.
Okay, Don, getting the famous one, Don.
Hey man, that's my favorite question. Who the best? Who you like best? Who the top? Who you think better?
It's funny.
Jodeci or Jagged Edge? Jodeci or Jagged Edge?
Yeah.
Jodeci or Jagged Edge? Who you
boy,
going
you know
with,
that's
man?
our era now.
That's hard, bro.
What you got, bro? I know.
I've been asking this question all over the world now.
Yeah.
Before everybody else trying to jump on,
Jodeci
this
or
my
Jagged
matchup
Edge?
right here.
That Joker
Jodeci or
tough.
Jagged Edge? Who you going with?
First thought, bro, I keep going to Jagged Edge, bro.
Yeah.
just-
Come on, man.
I don't know, man.
So them folk were mad at us because I wasn't going with Jodeci, but do what they don't understand about Jagged Edge.
Hey man,
bro.
y'all look at me.
Hold on. From all us the same age now. When you go from 7th grade to a senior, these boy got hit records. He Can't Love You. Let's Get Married.
Yeah. They give Matt remix. Like,
Man, we ain't got to run it
Like,
down. We
okay,
don't have
okay.
that argument
bro,
100 times.
I'm talking about cause see the thing is when we was coming up, like you growing up, you got your little girlfriend, you feeling yourself. That's all you playing at her high. Jodeci was kind of
Kind of the era before us.
before us,
a
you know
little
what I'm
bit.
and then Jagged Edge is still touring and dropping music.
yeah, bro.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
They
still
are,
relevant,
man.
like,
I'm not
20
taking that away from
don't
them,
make me
you know what
start
I'm
singing now.
Man.
But no, man.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
tough.
So that's it, bro. The last one, dog. Which player would you rather have on your team, Steph Curry or Allen Iverson?
Woo.
See, I had to take you back to get your.
Steph Curry, Allen Iverson.
That's tough too.
Man, that's so tough to the point. Like, AI was such a dog, bro, that he changed the whole culture of point guard.
You was there, you know.
You know,
what
like,
I'm saying?
like everybody want to be like AI.
Yeah.
Even me, I wasn't even a point guard.
Yeah.
But it's like no one can stop Steph Curry scoring to the point like he changed the 3-point shot.
He changed the game too.
He changed the game to 3-point shot. But I would say the one that had the most influence on me personally would be AI.
Yeah.
That one I like the most. It's just,
Yeah. If I had to have a teammate, don't just being a basketball person, bro. Like I would love to be on that bench with AI though.
Yeah.
I'm just being for real. Like Curry, like the shooting threes, okay, you know what I'm saying. But dog, just Allen Iverson and then what he did to MJ early on,
man,
boy.
changed the whole crossover game, bro. It's like everybody want to be AI. Like it's just I would have to get AI.
Yeah, man.
My team.
That what's up, man.
All right, man. Well, look, brother.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you coming in here and kicking
man.
it with
You
us
hard,
and kicking
bro.
it with us
Hey, man.
here at Global Locals podcast. Hey, man, we want to make sure that, we give you the utmost respect and, just the utmost, what's the word I'm looking for? Just hope that things are going great for you in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, bro.
We always been supportive of your movement. It's still a little surreal just how, everybody path just end up molding and we still, every time we end
find
up
our way
coming
back to it.
we find our way back to each other. And I think that that's some of that small time Cordele greatness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the world is getting to see that, which y'all saying now, we really, the God and the universe been bringing us full circle for years, you know what I mean? But we appreciate you for coming in and kicking it with us, bro. And one thing we want to do and let the people know before we get out of here, we always let the people know, keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
You never know when your time is coming. You feel me? So stay on your grind because you could be. Hold on.
Local
Go ahead.
today, I got you, my boy. But I want to say this before I get out of here, just straight up though. Just one thing about you, bro, that I always appreciate, just being genuine. You know what I'm saying? On and off camera, you always, you know what I'm saying, salute me, I salute you. It ain't never no hating, never no funny business. You always stand up guy, you know what I'm saying? So I just want everybody to know, like, bro, everything that y'all see this man doing and got going, like, he really deserving of that. This no cap, like, stayed down, stayed the course. Wasn't never one of the ones out there smoking, drinking, hanging out, you know what I'm saying? We was out doing our little 1-2. Dog was over here working and move, you know what I'm saying? I remember when you were going to college, I'm out here catching felonies. I seen both of y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? So just as a brother, bro, I just want to tell you, like, but like, you deserve everything you getting out here.
For sure.
Appreciate it,
Like,
bro.
straight up, bro. So, that's all I want to say, man. We can roll with it now, DP.
All right. So before we get out of here, man, I want the world to know, stay on your grind. You never know when your time could call because you could be local today.
And global tomorrow.
Global tomorrow.
Already.
Out of here,
We out
man,
of here.
for sure.
If you say you can, then don't let them say you can't. Shit ain't gonna be funny when you laughing to the bank. Hey, if you know you're right, then don't let them say you